Hello everyone, this is Pabkins. I'm back for another little video. Today I am covering a Art It Up with Friends prompt for our quarterly challenge hosted by myself and Bad Alice Shop on Instagram. The day's prompt was Mushroom Village, so I decided, oh, well, okay. I didn't want any characters in it because I really just wanted to focus on the cute little houses. And so I decided, oh, let's go ahead and give it a landscape style instead of a vertical format, and thought I could fit more little houses in that way. My sketching process typically pretty light, and I'll erase out my lines after I'm done giving in some ink. And here you'll notice that sometimes in my videos I use ink liners and other times I use brush pens. Really, I favor brush pens. I love the natural line width variation that you get from them without having to go back in again and go over it and go over it. So this one is a Pigment Pentel color brush pen. It's refillable, so the little cartridge, the gray barrel that you see on the end of it, you can refill that, just buy refills for it and still use the same brush tip, which is really nice and much more cost effective. It's one of my go-to pens that I use when using watercolor or Copic markers. I have another one that I really love also. So I decided I was going to color it on with Copics, and I already decided that right as soon as before I started drawing, because Copics tend to go a little bit quicker for me, and I did it on a vellum Bristol paper. I really like to draw on vellum because it has much more tooth and texture than a smooth plate surface Bristol. Not only that, but I can also decide to use a little bit of watercolor or a water-soluble ink brush pens by Kuretake that I really like also. So, it's a very different approach than what I would do on a Bristol paper. With Bristol paper, then I just know that I will only be using my Copic markers and either the brush pens, ink brush pens, or my multi-liners. And so I decided I did not want to go with the typical red-capped mushrooms because, believe it or not, I love mushrooms, but I am not a fan of red-capped mushrooms. Well, more to say the bright Mario red with white spots. I do like them, but usually I like it if the red is toned down to like more of a, a muted wine. So here I went with brown because really lots of mushrooms are brown, and I really wanted a more kind of earthy feel to them than the red. And I really wanted them to stand out from the greenery in the ground in the background. So I chose to go with a really lighter green and just darken a few little areas. Ultimately, I'm happy with how it turned out. I wish that I would have brought the right hand mushroom in a little bit more from the sides, but I was in a bit of a rush to get it done for the prompt and wanted to post the video as soon as I possibly could. I don't really have too much more to say on it other than I didn't do a whole lot of layering on this one because I wanted to keep it a little bit simpler in the colors because I see that it was already really detailed, and if I tried to get in there with too much, then it would just really sort of not work out anyways. You wouldn't see much of the blending and stuff, so I just chose a limited amount of colors and worked from there. Finally, you see I'm going in with my High-Tech C gel pen to add in a little bit more texture, and I'll add in some dot work and some little lines to make it more interesting and appealing. At this point, I'll switch back and forth a bunch with the High-Tech C gel pen and the Copic markers, and then finally I'll end up moving on to, I believe for this one I used just the an actual white gel pen instead of what I've been favoring lately, which is the Copic white watered down and using a paintbrush. And I really have noticed just in the past year, like 8 months or so, I can't remember how long, that I got addicted to doing the small hatching directional lines and stuff. I didn't used to do that, but I really like the texture that it adds. And see, yep, I was right. I did that Uniball Angelic white gel pen. It's thinner than the Uniball Signo, so you can get much thinner lines, which is perfect for the little artist trading cards that I like to make. So I appreciate you guys watching, and thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe.